My life be like,
I can feel the shift, bro.
3, 2, 1.
What's the dirt? What the word around town is that you stirring up a ruckus right now, sir. To all the overnight hip-hop purists, What's the Dirt is on y'all ass. Clipse's recent album, Let God Sort Him Out, has everybody echoing sentiments like real rap is back. The essence of hip-hop is here to stay. The baddies is about to be twerking with dictionaries on OnlyFans and doing the silhouette TikTok challenges with a thesaurus.
Is fucking sickening.
That's what we about to see. What's the Dirt fired back at all the pseudo hip-hop purists, and he posed some important questions their way.
Then why didn't you react to a single album that Boldy James put out this year when he put out 6? How come no one talked about Larry June and 2 Chainz's album? What about the LP that Nems dropped? Busta Rhymes dropped an EP. Never heard anyone talk about that. What about Jim Jones? He dropped an album. What about Currency and Harry Fraud? What about Young Buck's new album? Smoke DZA, he dropped a tape. Wait, so if you're so for the culture and representing the culture, why didn't you talk about Krs One's album? Let's go to the other side of it. What about Coda the Friend? Fairly new rapper, right? Really doing real hip-hop. How come no one reacted to his album? Capadonna, Wu-Tang. Where was the reviews of West Side Gun's album? What about Lloyd Banks? I didn't hear a single person talk about this. Benny the Butcher, brand new EP. A$AP Rock, this dropped 2 months ago. Oh, but when it comes to the Carter 6, that's a different story. The culture needs to talk about that because that makes money, right? And you gotta scratch your head when it comes to an album like Public Enemy's new project, right? Like, if you're so for the culture, why didn't you talk about this? Oh, but everyone talked about Clipse' new album, right? I wonder why. Because it had a massive Rock Nation push, one of the biggest industry pushes we've seen in years, and that you'll actually make fucking money if you talk about this? Again, because you care so much about hip-hop, you gotta talk about Drake's new tracks or anything he does and talk about how it's totally not hip-hop, right? Yet, because you represent hip-hop so fully, you got to talk about Drake's lawsuit and how that's not hip-hop. But now all of a sudden, real hip-hop is back, right? It's a bunch of malarkey. They've been pushing it for a year. People are sick of it. I'm calling it out. I'm sick of it. It's a bunch of nonsense.
What's the Dirt is showing us the differences between cultural curation by influential tastemakers, Rock Nation, an organic collective shift, and an artificial narrative. This conversation is an offshoot from the Drake and Kendrick Lamar battle, and people looking at that as a catalyst to say that the cultural landscape is changing. And I'm asking y'all, when y'all say that lyrics and bars is back, bars never went anywhere.
my life be like,
Why are we acting like hip-hop has not been celebrating bars and hasn't been celebrating lyricism? What's the Dirt stance is that if these people were genuinely about the essence of hip-hop, they'd be putting just as much energy into the Krs One album, the Lloyd Banks album, the Public Enemy album, as opposed to propping up projects that's most likely to get clicks. And I'ma keep it a bean, he's not wrong. If you put the Drake and Kendrick battle aside, these projects would still be celebrated anyways. Like Clipse's project, Let God Sort Him Out, if they would have dropped that project 5 years ago, 6 years ago, it would have still been an amazing album. But maybe the narrative around it wouldn't be what it is today. And as well, the approach that entities like Rock Nation is taking, we can't act like that's not effective. Cultural tastemaking does exist for a reason, and that's exactly what's happening now. Marketing dollars, influence, media are all working together cohesively on a corporate level from the top down to create an organic conversation that a portion of the audience is receptive to. So if once again, if we look at Clipse is really the best example of this. When people say that if you're coming with a straight rap album with no songs catered to Z100 and no pop radio friendly songs, why, yeah, Clipse just showed us you could do over 100,000. That's opening up that gateway in the marketplace for rap. Last year, once again, no rap songs were charting like that. Now, let's be clear though, Drake has absolutely nothing to do with rappers not rapping. What's the Dirt's point is also very effective because it shows you that the conversations and narratives being created are because powers are at work. But see, this is also the power of influence. What's the Dirt is also like, why y'all not making 1,000 videos about Krs One album and breaking that down if it's solely about the bars and not about the clicks? If it's about the essence of hip hop, why y'all not breaking down that Public Enemy album? Or is the money creating the conversation? Now, I do believe though that there is a natural shift going on regardless of all of this. All of these marketing dollars will eventually resonate and create an impact, especially when the industry collectively gets behind something. There will be some kind of resonance. Think about the people just listening to the music, the real true consumers. I'm talking about the people that's not even like y'all listening to this. They are being influenced all the way by tastemakers all the time. The Super Bowl is being curated by somebody. Will the baddies be twerking with the Sauruses? I don't know about that. Y'all let me know in the comments. But will the audience expect more artistry and a higher caliber of lyricism? Sure, why not? We're aware that there's things like conditioning the consumer. And let's not act like Clipse ain't do more numbers than everybody expected. Once again, they said that they did 112K, and then there was some people saying that they did 120. Let's also remember that rap changes every 3 to 5 years. Every 3 to 5 years, you get a completely new sound. The next run, the next few years of hip hop could be one that places emphasis on top tier lyricism, putting marketing dollars behind your project, making that hot, being very creative with your rollouts, getting people talking through creativity, and really being in front of people and pushing your music or whatever you are offering. That is great. When it comes to the cultural curation, that is also a part of the game. So what's going on, once again, in my opinion, this is just Lex speaking, I do agree with what What's the Dirt is saying. And also, that conversation is happening, and then eventually when more people keep talking about it, why are we acting like the power of repetition doesn't work? Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, it has to be, it will be effective in some kind of way. And I don't think that Drake should have a problem with that, because Drake recently announced the Iceman album, and we're gonna do a video on that very soon. We're expecting a rap album from Drake anyway. Y'all get what we're saying? When people make it seem like because of the Drake and Kendrick battle, it's bars is all, I'm like, y'all, when has Drake not had bars? Like, did I miss something? Like, did we forget? You forgot? So, you know, America, I definitely do agree with What's the Dirt once again. But also, when it comes to that, yo, what about Krs One? What about Public Enemy? What about Busta Rhymes' album? That is a great point he's making. Why is there not awareness being raised for those projects, just like the Clipse album? He's making a great point. When JID drops his album, because I heard JID is dropping in August, yeah, that should definitely be something that everybody experiences. Everybody's ears are open. Everybody is in the zone for a new creative. Everybody is ready for some creative experimentation. People want to hear that great music, and they also want to hear some great melodies. That this is a great time for music, you know. So I could see this thing from all sides and appreciate all perspectives. Once again, What's the Dirt? He's making a very strong, great point. Make sure y'all subscribe to the SuperTube. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think he was wilding? Do y'all think he was doing too much? Anything that I said, y'all wasn't jacking it? Then let me know. You forgot? Y'all know it's Astro Aesthetics. Let's get it. Yeah.